We are about 20 k's east of Mudgee on a property called Havilah North. We are a seed stock Angus stud cattle operation and also run some commercial cattle alongside that with a handful of sheep as well.
So we work with Jack and myself and Jack's younger brother Harry and his wife Bobby. We're sort of in that phase of life where trying to grow a business and a family at the same time. So it's busy but fun. The succession planning, I think, was probably brought about by a few different factors.
Dad was definitely ready for us to come home. We internally tried to construct a 5-year transition plan where by the end of the 5 years we would be sort of trusted enough to take the business on, and then Dad would be set up enough to be sustainable on his own. By the end of about the 3rd year, having put forward a few proposals to them, we just kept butting heads and we just kept going round and round in circles. And so we realised that a third-party mediator was probably going to be our best way forward.
We quickly realised that it was difficult and that there were a lot of factors that we needed assistance with. There's the legal side of things, there's the accounting side of things, there's the bank, and there's a lot of different stakeholders that need to be managed. So bringing all of those people together is a really difficult thing to do, and I think it's something that you need experience in doing, and that's certainly where we valued greatly the help of that third-party succession planning business.
I remember it being quite traumatic at times. I think you go through a few emotional stages where you kind of thrash out how everyone actually feels about everything, and that all comes out at some point. I personally do think, that succession planning should be kind of factored into business planning the whole way through. It's almost like a bit of a contingency measure if things go bad earlier than you think as well, that you've sort of got a plan B. We definitely wouldn't be where we are today, for sure. I remember Isabel literally asked Dad what he wanted in front of a whole table of people after the second day of the workshop, and he actually just had to say it, and then that was it. That was, once we knew what he wanted, then we made it happen.
I think as someone who, coming into this family succession planning as the in-law, I think it's really important that you're involved, if that's what everyone is happy with, and certainly Proactive had the foresight with us to say, we were in a situation where one couple were married and the other weren't, but they said, no, everyone's at the table. And that, might feel scary, but it's really important because at the end of the day, the outcome is ours. And if you're not there, then you don't have a say. But this is, I think, one of the best things they left us with was almost setting your business structure in a way that operates to avoid communication breakdowns. Something as simple as having a 10-minute meeting every Monday morning, a quarterly check-in where everyone's at the table and you're talking about strategy, so that there are key moments throughout the year when things that might be a niggle have room to get spoken about and don't just build up and become a bigger issue than they should be. I actually do think that's a really key benefit of doing it. As hard as it feels at the time, it's worth it. We've got certainty around what assets we own, what parts of the business we own, what we run, what's in our control and what's not. And that's been really reassuring, but also really exciting, because I think once you've got that clarity, then you've got the space to really get into it.